then you can charge more for me.
There's three things that you can do in the United States of America that American people will never forgive you for. One of them is being an atheist. The other is eating dog, and the third is like being a member of the Taliban or something like that.
That's true.
I've been or done 2 out of the 3, so I'm 1 away from getting kicked out of the country.
God damn. We're talking about how, you know, how people are like not satisfied with their jobs, and since it's like what they're gonna do for the rest of their lives, they want to actually have to be satisfied. They'd rather be satisfied in their job and make a lot less money than actually make more money and not like hate their job. So Mark is in a dilemma, ladies and gentlemen. He says that.
I'm sure I look like I'm in a dilemma right now.
He's relaxing.
I'm in such a dilemma.
Yeah. Oh. Well, basically, he says he doesn't quite make enough what he thinks he should make.
No, I didn't say that.
He makes, okay, he said he makes sort of a decent living, but not compared to like his satisfaction.
It's your life. You do it every day, all day long, longer than you want to be there.
Yes.
It is your life. If you're married and had a family, you would be with your coworkers more than you were with your family.
Yeah, you spend the third of your day at work.
Or more.
Or more.
Yeah, like a minimum day for me is 9 hours.
9 hours.
So
that's an hour or more.
And the maximum day for me is, the worst I ever worked there was 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. and then back and do that for about a week. So you don't see your family practically if you had, I don't have one, but if you had one.
Was that during the end of your fiscal year?
No, that was when we were doing our debt and equity offering.
And is that like once a year?
No,
that's just...
That was to save the company at that point.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, right, but I mean...
But you're the man.
No, I'm not. I didn't do anything really.
Yeah, but you helped save the company.
No, I didn't. So...
You said you did.
Well,
when you're not doing your job correctly?
I was doing work, but I wasn't like key in that.
If you weren't key in it, then you wouldn't have a job, and your job would be meaningless if you didn't help. Accepting my compliment.
I would accept the compliment that was applicable to me.
It is applicable to you. You're an important person.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah, and that has to do with job satisfaction there. So...
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Alright, I'm done.
I am not as valuable as oil.
All that I'm saying is that if I could do something that I enjoyed most days, because no job is perfect, but if I could do something that I enjoyed most days, that I would take like a 50% pay cut to be able to do that.
That is a bold statement. That would have to be like having sex for money. Am I right?
No.
No.
If I could, like, you know, mountain climb or rock climb or hike for a living or play my guitar in a band or something like that for a living and make half as much as what I do now, I would switch like that.
I would highly imagine that rock stars make way more than accountants.
I'm not even saying being a rock star. I'm just saying somebody that has steady work that can do that, be creative from time to time, play in a band, and make half as much as I would do that.
Aside from those jobs, let's say you took a regular white-collar job or a blue-collar job. If you had to pick from those two, you know, classes of jobs, which one would you gladly take at half the cost?
Half the cost? Actually, ironically, I think blue-collar jobs, even though they're very hard work, they can appear to be more fun. Like the crab fishing, that looks awesome to me. It looks painful as hell, but it also looks awesome to me. But they don't make half as what I make. They make more money than I make, so.
Yeah, but they're seasonal.
They're seasonal, which is awesome too, because you make in a shortened season, you make more than most people do all year, and then you have the rest of that time to do whatever the hell you want.
You work like, you know, 15, 16-hour days, and you're out at sea for months.
You work for 3 days straight or 4 days straight before you get a chance to sleep. To me, I'm a binge type of guy.
You'd rather just do it all at once and then enjoy your time off.
I don't know how to pace myself, and that's another problem at work. Yeah. Like, I'll wear myself out, and then like I still have a lot left to do. Yeah, like I like to go on binges like that, so that would probably fit me as well. I'm not saying it wouldn't be painful to be splashed with 30-degree water and be working all that time and have the, you know, risk of all those injuries, but at the same time, to me, that's exciting and that would be fun. So
I would like to be I would like to, when I graduate, I'd like to work at either like Toyota or possibly defense contractor like, you know, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, so on and so on. However, those jobs are, well, the defense contractor jobs are kind of unstable.
Those types of companies.
Taking pride in a job instead of the one I have now. Because when you take jobs working for like somebody like, you know, Boeing or Northrop, however, even though they are unstable, is that a real word? That's a real word.
Yeah, it is.
Unstable. You know, would how, you know?
I think this is just my experience. I think you'll find that being able to take pride and feel like you're contributing and part of the team depends less on who you work for as a company and more on the culture of your company and how much responsibility they let you have, how much they give you, and the people that you work with rather than the company that you work for.
You're absolutely right. However, let me add this. There should be, I think there's a gray area. I think that you can work for somebody and, you know, have pride in what you do, but you could work for people that you really don't really find, what's the word? What's the word looking for? Like, damn it. Compatible, you know, you don't agree with what they're doing, you know, morals, and you know they might be doing some kind of shady stuff, you don't agree with it, but you do it to get by and stuff.
Really?
You know?
But then why would you want to work at a place like Raytheon and all those defense contractors and Halliburton? Because those are probably some of the shadiest companies, aside from like the Goldman Sachs and stuff like that on Wall Street. Those CEOs are like this with politicians. Like, think about it. Okay, Dick Cheney was vice president of the United States, and when the country went to war with Iraq at the beginning, he was former CEO of Halliburton. Halliburton wound up with all of those contracts. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Maybe a manipulative person, you know, manipulating people in government positions of power to, you know, maybe give him things that he shouldn't necessarily get or his company shouldn't necessarily get because they're the best quality, the lowest bidder, or whatever. You know, that stuff permeates throughout an organization. It's top down. And so, I don't know. It just seems to me like those would be the shadier companies to work for as opposed to otherwise.
I would say that, yeah, you know, they do some shady stuff, but you know what? Every company does some shady stuff, I'm sure.
My company doesn't do shady stuff.
Says you. What do you know? Remember, you don't.
I know a lot.
You don't, but you said you don't contribute. Only the higher management are key into the operations.
Yes, but I'm familiar with them. I've worked with them.
Do you think that there's some unshady or scrupulous, you know?
No, not at all. The gaming industry is so highly regulated. So you've got all kinds of regulations and internal controls to follow. It'd be extremely difficult. Knowing the management of my company, I would say it's highly unlikely that anything shady is going on. We didn't get any bank bailouts, we didn't get anything like that. Our company almost went bankrupt and we had to fight back from the brink ourselves. We didn't get any handouts. No. I would say it's highly unlikely. It's not impossible in any organization, but it's highly unlikely in my company. Yeah.
However, you can't really be too sure of what kind of accounting practices go on because, however, internal auditing doesn't mean anything. Look at WorldCom, Enron, Tyco. They all had internal auditing, you know, not third party. And look what happened to them.
Considering I work for the department that sets the accounting policies for the entire company, ours are not shady.
No, of course, because you report to the security of the SEC, and you have Sarbanes-Oxley, which is regulating you as well, right?
I was a former Sarbanes-Oxley manager. I was responsible for all of it at the last company I worked for.
So maybe you're one of the companies few and far between. However, do you think that would you agree that there's still companies out there that are?
I would say that SOX actually doesn't do anything. I would argue that SOX doesn't mean anything, and there's a lot of idiots that work in that capacity at organizations that don't know what they're doing. But
However, now your CEO is completely liable for any inappropriate accounting practices, and the CFO. Who was it? Dennis Kozlowski, and the CFO of Tyco. Yeah. Multiple felonies.
Yeah, he gave his girlfriend the birthday party.
Yeah, the faucet or something.
With Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Played his girlfriend's birthday party.
Yeah.
With
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
With Tyco money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck your iPhone, dude. It ain't recording any funny fucking shit. Here, give me your iPhone. Where's the speaker? I ain't gonna hurt your iPhone. I'm just gonna tell you. How can I tell if it's recording?
On the top, is it recording?
Give him back his electronics.
Rick Moranis.
Feed me, Seymour! That's all I know.
Little Richard. He did the voice.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
For little Audrey.
Yep. And Rick Moranis was the star.
He was, although I did like, what's his face? Shit.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Yeah. I did like his character. That song. That song was funny. You'll be a dentist because you're good at bringing others pain.
He ended up getting slaughtered.
He did.
Cut to pieces.
That was a good one. Huh?
Yeah. That was the same year he did Spaceballs.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
Really?
You already played Darth. What's his name?
Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet. That was 1987.
That's one of the greatest movies ever.
It absolutely is. Mel Brooks. You can't really go wrong with a Mel Brooks movie. Richard knows.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
But Spaceballs is my favorite Mel Brooks movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about have you seen Blazing Saddles?
I've seen Blazing Saddles.
And you don't like Spaceballs better?
Yes, I do.
Damn.
Sorry.
What about the guy punches out the horse? Come on, that's funny.
That was really funny, but is the guy punching out the horse funnier than we ain't found shit?
They have giant combs on the desert.
I mean, to me, that was funnier. I'm sorry. It's just, it's personal taste.
To each his own, sir.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer.
Absolutely not. Not when it comes to movies. Richard knows. Everything Richard knows. Everything about movies Richard knows.
Not really.
Not everything. But he knows that, there's no best movie. It's the personal opinion.
No, there is a best movie.
What? Big Trouble in Little China.
No, anything with...
You've seen that movie.
Actually, I haven't.
Oh, you're missing out.
What?
Can't even see Big Trouble in Little China.
I'll rent it on Netflix then.
What's the best movie?
What's the best movie?
What's the best movie?
Come on, make it good.
Anything with Lily Ty in it. Swear it out.
Oh, come on. Okay. Motion picture-wise, not excluding an adult film.
Excluding X-rated, yeah.
Yeah. Which one would be what would be your #1 film?
Thank you, promise.
Geez, that'd be tough. If I had to watch one film over and over again, I mean, I'd have to really think about it because I probably can't even remember all the movies that I've watched.
All right, top three. Top three if you're stuck on an island.
I can't even begin. Spaceballs would probably be one of them.
Yeah. Or you can have it for different genres.
For the comedy, I'd probably choose Spaceballs.
That's true.
What?
I'm trying to think if there were any really other good comedies.
What action?
Action? Terminator 2.
You have fun away from work.
Wherever you go, there you are.